Welcome to the 1990s.
Ooh.
I guess that's where nostalgia is headed nowadays.
Yeah, seems like in 1990s. What was happening in 1990s? I was junior high, high school. Those are the years. I guess elementary too. I still was pretty young in 1990. So
yeah, that's kind of what nostalgia. I'm not quite sure I get this whole nostalgia thing.
Yeah, I don't.
It's been going on. There's been a bunch of movies that have, relying. We've had like Ghostbusters, an adaptation of Ghost in the Shells, which is technically a 90s movie. So that was supposed to feed on the nostalgia thing. Blade Runner has come out, and critics love it, but it wasn't popular with the crowd, so to speak, and that's also playing off of nostalgia.
A lot of things play off, even like retro. Like, I guess retro is nostalgia-ish, right?
Yeah.
Because you see, the retro version of this is like Super Nintendo. They're the SNES, the Nintendo Mini.
Yeah,
now they have a NES, a Super Nintendo Mini.
Yeah,
and it's like, we should have just kept all our fucking Nintendos. You know what I mean? It's like it almost seems like I guess maybe it's an adult thing. I guess where you yearn for the things of your past sometimes.
Yeah, and I'm see a lot of it. I hear a lot of it. You're seeing it in the entertainment industry, and it's just like I don't understand.
Yeah, I like
that much.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go buy a Super Nintendo Mini because it's from my childhood. I'm like, okay, yeah, I want to play. It'd be cool for about 5 minutes of playing Super Mario 3 going, and then go, okay, well, that was fun.
Yeah.
Blades of Steel. Well, that was fun.
And that's the thing, is like, nostalgia has always been this big seller, and it's kind of like, maybe
you have to have enjoyed the past to want to go back to it.
I think maybe that's what it's coming down to is, I didn't necessarily enjoy that time as much as
obviously we all have fond memories, but at the same time it's like, well, no, I prefer to make new ones. So when I'm older, I have fonder memories.
This is a great example for me, anyways, of nostalgia. There was this anime that me and two friends, we went three-way on buying the anime series, and this was VHS times, and this was a hefty price. It was like $200 each.
Wow.
Yeah. And we're, what was it, 12 VHS series? Because they only put 2 episodes on each one, and they were expensive as hell. So, the missus, she enjoys anime, not nearly as much as I do, so I was like, Escaflowne, on DVD, great. The whole thing, and it was only like $45.
One DVD.
Yeah. No, not quite, but... And then we watched it, and it was just like, you know what? I'm not doing this again. This was better left to my memory because the animation wasn't the greatest. The quality wasn't the greatest. It was a good story, but it was just like, you know what? It plays better in my head.
I think that's exactly what happens for me too, and it's kind of, I'm sure it happens for a lot of people when they remember this and then they go back and do it, and it's like, well, that wasn't how I remember it, so it's better left. That's how I look at it. I'm like, you know what? I replay it in my brain, and I go, well, this is how I remember it. I think there's like some like science behind the brain, how it can manipulate things from your past to make them seem better than they were.
Yep.
And it kind of takes pieces from things and puts them together, and it makes it seem like it's that memory when it really had nothing to do with each other. And it's like, well, that's kind of why I just kind of stay away from it. It's like, you run into an old friend, and then you reconnect, and you find out it's not the same as it used to be. And it's like, well, that's not how I remember it. And it's like, well, it's because it's different. Things change, things evolve. And it's like, to me, when I look back, I'm a big sports fan, and I don't watch old Edmonton Oilers games and go, this was great. I go, no, this, number one, it's not HD, and I'm an HD whore. And I go, this sucks. This hurts my brain watching it because I'm getting a headache from the crappy quality. And I like to just look forward to it, like, I don't look... The Oilers were a dynasty in the 80s. I look back and go, I want new dynasties. I want new ones.
Yep.
I want new championships. I want new, because back then it means nothing to me. It's past. I don't remember it. I remember it in pictures.
Yeah.
You know.
No, and so this whole nostalgia thing, especially in the entertainment, okay, Star Wars and Blade Runner are good examples of nostalgia done, as far as I'm concerned, done right. What they've decided to do, instead of just going back and rehashing things, what they've done is actually advance the storyline using the templates.
Sorry, you said Star Wars and what? Blade
Runner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Blade Runner 2049, I think, is the new one.
Is a continuation of the story.
It is a continuation.
Which is fine. If you want to take something...
And I like that.
Yeah.
Play in the universe. And that's great, because that's what,
You're expanding the universe. You're not just rehashing it. Like, if you make Friday the 13th, that's just remake the same old story. It's like, well, you just made the fucking same thing. What are you doing? Transform just made the same thing. It's like... It is big in entertainment. We've reviewed some of the... old versus new, and it's just obviously it's going to look better now, because we have better technology and we have better.
But looking better doesn't necessarily make it better.
No,
like when you compare, again, we've done this before. It's like Wrath of the Titans. The story in the new ones sucked by comparison to the story in the old ones, but the new ones looked pretty.
Yeah,
but it's the. So, this whole drive to take us down memory lane, it's like, I don't, some good things are happening because of it, and I liked it, as I said, the Blade Runner and Star Wars are good examples of them doing it right, but there's so many examples of it being done wrong, like, the Ghostbusters, right? A rehashing of the old story. It's like, well, you're trying to go down memory lane, and it's like, no, if they had just continued the story and brought it, forward, I think it would have been a much, much better movie. But no.
Can you imagine 25 years from now, like, you'll be able to look back at life and be like, I know exactly what happened because it's all pictures, everything's like recorded, everything's online, and everything's, compared to now. I look back at my childhood and I can't. It's all up here.
Yeah.
It's all here.
We have very few pictures by comparison. Yeah. Every now and then you can pull out a picture. Like,
my kid's life is going to be documented from birth to...
Pretty close. You'll be able to have pictures way more often than anything we've been able to do. So, I don't know how nostalgia is going to feel in 20 years.
It's going to feel different.
Yeah.
It's going to feel very different because you're going to be able to see it. You're going to be able to look back. It's not just here. It's going to be here.
Yeah. You're going to be able to pull up videos.
It's going to be in the cloud.
Yeah, it's going to be in the cloud. You're going to be able to pull up videos.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to pull up... basically a diary of yourself growing up now. And,
I've caught myself a few times. I've probably talked about it before. I've caught myself a few times if I'm at an event or something like that. And I'm like, oh, I want to document this. And I caught myself. I go, well, I don't really... Why? Am I going to go back? Am I going to... Oh, I'm at a Nickelback concert. 2 years ago, I've taken videos. Have I ever gone and watched those videos? No.
I take a couple pictures.
I take a couple to know that I was there.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I go... All right, I'm just going to enjoy the experience. I'm going to be in the moment.
Yeah, because I've noticed this is like when I've gone to a few DJ events. My God, people just people are like this.
Yeah, and
it's just like you see all these screens, and it's just like,
are you not here to
put this down and let it come over you, because this doesn't convey the same feeling, and it's just like, people want pictures, and it's like, well,
what people? What people? You want to put it on your Facebook, people? For people, no, you're here. They're not. Enjoy it for yourself.
Yeah. Because if that's all you want to do is brag, maybe you shouldn't be here. Because
that's how it comes across sometimes, when people are like on vacation or when they're doing stuff. It's like, oh, look at me. It's like, okay, did you enjoy it? Oh, yeah. What was your favorite part? Oh, well, see this picture? It's like, so your picture was the favorite part? Or what?
Yeah, because when people come back from vacation, you see pictures on occasion, but it's not it's the story behind the picture that's more entertaining. It's like, look at this picture. It's like, Is there a story?
Yeah, like,
no.
Well, why'd you take
taking pictures?
Yeah, why'd you take that picture? Oh, just because it looked cool. So, okay, which is cool, but
like when I went to London, I went through 8 rolls of film. I had to take pictures for a friend.
Film.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah.
I just aged
Had
myself.
to get them developed.
Yeah, I did. So I had to take a bunch for my friend, but I took a bunch for myself. And the pictures that I took, there was a few in there that were accidents, just accidentally hit the button type thing. And it happens on your phone. But a lot of them were group photos of people together at landmarks, like the Lion Fountain in London, England. There's pictures of the whole group in various stages. Some people here, some people there, all of us together. And there's a story behind it. And that's what
you remember. It's in your brain. It's not on a video of, hey, let's relive. It's like when you see a video on the internet of like somebody doing something cool. It's like, oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I in my brain I go, I don't have video of that stuff, and I can just think about it and go, well, that was pretty cool when that happened. Or the epic fail that you didn't get on video, and you go, and you're with your friends, and that you reminisce about that kind of stuff. 20 years from now, it's going to be completely different. You can pull it up and go, remember that? And it's like, oh, great. Now everything I do is on video.
Now, and that's kind of one of the things is, in 10 years from now, you're not going to need to remember something. You're just going to have to remember the file name.
How many telephone numbers do you remember?
Oh, very
zero. I don't know anybody's telephone. I don't know my wife's telephone number. I have no idea. It's in my phone.
Yeah. So our memory as a society is going to be completely and totally different. And this is where this is the whole nostalgia thing. Is like it's about memory and how we remember things compared to how they actually are. And nostalgia is not something that I delve too much into. Anything that I want to remember, I do have specific memories in a specific way, but what I tend to have is memory triggers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think everybody does, because I have it a lot too. Something happens and it triggers something in your brain, and you remember it, and you go, oh man, I can't believe, why is that in my brain? Get out. Or you go, oh, that's cool. And it's, I don't know, it's weird. Nostalgia's a weird thing, eh?
It is, and
sometimes you're like, just stop bringing it back. Just why? Like the Nintendo things, I'm like, yeah, they were cool when I was 15 or whenever Super Nintendo came out,
No, I get the whole I get it because, you have access to all these games, which is fine, but I also remember these games being incredibly difficult. I like what we have now. I like the storytellings we have now. I remember Link and Zelda, and it's just I put a lot of time and effort into those games and pretty much got nowhere.
I remember playing NHL 94 with friends, being so devastated when we lost in the Cup final. It was so bad. I remember playing Sega Genesis, with friends.
Left, right, shoot.
Yeah.
Left, right, shoot.
And I always got beat, and I got so mad. I got so upset because I took it so seriously, and I was like, I rage and throw, and just, I remember it. It was bad. It was very bad. You can see that in my kid now. He gets mad when he's playing video games.
Oh, it was great. Taking care of him one day, and we're playing Mario Kart on the Wii, and I'm winning. And he's like, you have to let me win. I'm like, no, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you do. No, I don't.
Yeah.
It's like, you have to let me win. I'm like, and I looked at him, and it's like, I do not ever have to let you win a game.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. You're going to beat me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Needless to say, he wasn't particularly happy about that. It's like
he gets over it.
Yeah, no, he did.
Yeah.
We just played something else.
Yeah.
But it was just funny. It's like, did I used to say that?
We probably did.
Yeah,
I would think that we were like, you have to let me. No, you don't. You gotta fucking
I
do it on
think
your
we
own.
learned that lesson young and early, and it's just like
that's why we eat fast.
Yeah,
because if there was, we gotta get the food before it goes. Okay.
Yeah. That first come first serve. If you got there and there was no food.
It's just a little piece of advice, and I'm sure the older has told us this once too. To you younger folks up there, put your telephones down. Enjoy the moment. Let some things just be memories. Because we don't need to see all your epic fails. We don't need to see all your stupid shit that you do. Because remember, sometimes that shit's going to come back and haunt you, too. Because employers are going to look on that internet, search your name, and if it pops up where you're doing something silly on the internet, it may hurt you in the long run.
Yeah, no kidding.
Thanks for joining us on our
trip down memory lane, which
we didn't even talk about our show. I figured we were going to talk about our show a little bit. We've been doing this for a fucking year and a half.
Longer than that.
Has it been any longer than that?
Yeah, 10 months.
Holy fuck, we're coming up on 2 years.
Yeah, we are.
And it's been an epic fail.
Yeah, so far, yeah.
Look at this. Our epic fail is on the internet.
Look, we just said live in the moment.
And we're fucking failing on the internet. We've gone up 1 subscriber in 20 months. 22 months?
Yeah.
Wow.
Join us tomorrow as we talk about some movies. See ya.
Yikes.